They shot in that car and killed that woman, and they shot a 2-year-old child. Hello everybody, this is Ed, back with another video. This time I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. I was sent here by my company to attend a 2-day class at the University of Memphis, so I took advantage of the situation and wanted to see what Memphis was like. Now, I did hear a lot of stories about Memphis, but as you can see, I'm stopping at Makita's to try some of their cookies and see, let's just be honest, to see where young Dolph got hit at. Very, very sad. Very talented young man. Very talented. But came out to see Orange Mound. Grew up on 8 Ball and JG. That's where they're from. And I did dip out. Got a little bit of Fair Hills neighborhood. Wanted to visit the Astro Airways Villa Apartments, but I saw that they shut that down, and didn't know about that. Just drove through and saw it was all boarded up. And I also went to Imogene Heights, as you can see, just to stop by and get some of them cookies. But heard a lot of stories about Orange Mound, and I'm be honest with you, I was a little scared driving through that thing. And Orange Mound, with a population of around 12,500, is an African American neighborhood in southeast part of Memphis, Tennessee. It was the first African American community built entirely by African Americans. And it's one of the oldest neighborhoods in the city. The violence here in Memphis is just out of this world. Just looking at the stats, according to the Tennessee Star, Memphis had the highest murder rate in 2023 in comparison of 10 major cities identified as homicide hubs within the United States. Memphis had a murder rate of 63.9 homicides per 1,000 people in 2023. A total of 397 homicides were reported in the city last year, up by 38% from 2022, when the city saw 288 homicides. Wow. Memphis murder rate exceeded the murder rate of Chicago, which reported 23.2 murders per 100,000 people. Philadelphia, which saw 26 murders per 100,000 people. The city also fared worse than cities with similar or lower population, with the murder rate in Memphis also exceeding the murder rates of Baltimore, Detroit, and New Orleans. Wow, that's insane. I'm over here thinking Chicago is the worst city in America. Turns out to be Memphis. Yeah, and I saw a news report, and they were talking to community leaders, talking about the violence here, and one community leader said that he needed help, or they need help, and it's really bad. He saw a kid, young teenager, walking in the neighborhood with an assault rifle. What would that kid be doing with an assault rifle? Also saw a news report about a 54-year-old young lady driving some grandkids and her daughter back from a birthday party going home. And I don't know why she was targeted. Daughter even says that they weren't, there wasn't no get back. She's 54 years old, and they had 5 people in the car. They shot in that car and killed that woman, and they shot a 2-year-old child.
Tributes and calls for change continue 10 days since the shooting death of Paula Appleberry in Orange Mound. The grandmother was driving with her family when shots fired into her car at Park in Pendleton, killing her and injuring her 2-year-old grandchild and 25-year-old daughter. Today, community organizers gathered at the same corner where Appleberry was hit to deliver free food to anyone who needs it. Tired of the violence, the group Touched by an Angel believes that by bringing resources that the community needs, they are bringing hope, attention, and love to a community that needs it. They believe there isn't a better day to show love than on Valentine's Day.
We just had so much killing and shooting here all over the city of Memphis. So Touched by an Angel decided we'd bring some hope out into the community, Orange Mound, a place where not too many people want to go. Not only that, what a better time to do it than on Valentine's Day. We brought gifts for all the ladies. We just want to bring some joy and peace over here and let this community know we had enough of this shooting. We had enough of this carjacking. We had enough.
Well, the group plans on hosting similar outreach events every week in different neighborhoods.
And kill that poor lady. And I'm be honest with you. I cried on that one, because you got to look at the implications of that her daughter don't have her mama, and all them grandkids in that car are cousins or whatever relation. They were a family in there. They don't have that person anymore, and they don't have that person, and look at the way she passed. And it was just heartbreaking that you hear that. And I don't know why they may be wrong place, wrong time, or whatever. How can that happen? Where a lady is bringing her family back home from a birthday party, and somebody shoots into the car, killing her and injuring a child. It's unbelievable, and I feel so bad for that family. Prayers to the family, and may she rest in peace. And unfortunately, Memphis has started the year off bad. Police department reported as of January 29th, 2024, there are 27 homicides in the first 29 days of this year. That's up from this time last year when they reported 21 homicides. It makes you wonder what Martin Luther King and Malcolm X would think. The reason why I asked that is because I did go to the National Civil Rights Museum at the Lorraine Motel, in downtown Memphis. That was an amazing museum. It walked you through the civil rights movement, and it led up to where Martin Luther King motel room was, where he was assassinated. And the stuff that I learned and how this thing progressed in the civil rights movement. But do you think we can have that now? Is there some kind of national leader that I don't know about that's actually fighting to stop the violence? Not necessarily for racial discrimination or to be discriminated against in general. We have that. That's the NAACP. I'm talking about our needs as a people, and how can we improve us as a people. Do we have that on a national level? I know we have local stuff in your local communities, and those are great, but I'm talking about a national discussion on how to stop all this violence. I mean, do we have that? I don't know. Holla at me in the comments if you know about that, but I don't know. And I don't know. Is it political? You know, when somebody starts talking about it, they're labeled a Republican. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see us discussing this. And a lot of the cities in this country are like this. And there's a whole thing, you can blame it on the music, you can blame it on poverty and all that stuff. But do we have a national discussion on how we can stop this? I don't see it. And maybe I'm wrong. Put in the comments if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Also, driving through these neighborhoods, I see that there's a little gentrification going on. And I don't know the politics or how that's going, but you see it. And, there's arguments against and for. My thing is that are you going to price the people that's been there, that's lived their whole lives in the neighborhood, are you going to price them out of it? You can price them out of the neighborhood. With these brand new beautiful homes. All right, coming up on the end of this little road trip in Orange Mound. I rambled a lot on this video. I don't normally do that. I normally just ride and just let the camera see what it sees, and then I post it. But this is fairly a new channel for me, and channel's been around for I think 2 years, but most of that I didn't post anything because of the fact that I had a change in careers and I had to get that straight. But now that that's straight, I'm able to have time on my hands to do this. I consider this a hobby. I like to travel. I like to drive to places and actually see what's going on there. That's what I enjoy. So should have a lot more videos coming out. Trying to experiment about the dialogue part of it and or stay shut up, just to show what the camera sees, but still working on that. Also too, if you don't agree with what I had to say, or you want to debate or have dialogue, put in the comments. I answer all my comments, or at least I try to, and we can have that discussion. But really appreciate y'all checking me out. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and good luck Orange Mound, good luck Memphis. Y'all be safe out there.